One of my favorite things to watch are sunsets, especially right at the end when it's getting like really dark and things are cooling off and you start seeing the moonlight. That's like when my peak time begins. So it's like the end of sunset is like my favorite time to just like start waking up. And then, you know, I do things like this in the middle of the night. So I kind of did a look inspired of that. I don't know. It's late. I used the Viseart Midsommer Lumière eyeshadow palette. Look how pretty this is. And I kept a really simple base. So if you want to see how I did this look, just keep on watching. We're in a new spot in my house. I've been testing out a lot of like new areas to film in my house, but it's been so hard to find the right spot because the lighting with my camera is just so odd. But today I'm going to start off with my eyes. So I'll just go ahead and prime my lids, and I'm just going to use the e.l.f. The e.l.f. Concealer in Light Ivory. Just blend this in, and now I'm going to explain my background. So I had my like last haul video like in the room right next to me, and I just could not figure out the light settings for some reason. And I had even better like better lighting setup then, and I don't know why I just could not figure out the light settings. But I have transferred over to my dining room table this time. And I mean, when I was doing some testing, it looks pretty good. So we'll just see. I think this will be okay. But I'm just spraying this out. And my skin, oh my god, I probably should have like wiped my face down and like redone my skin prep, but it's okay. It's honestly nice and hydrated. It just might be a little greasy, but it's not like really bad greasy. Yeah, I mean, you guys let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, from everything I learned recently, like, you know, there's still probably gonna be some changes here and there with my lighting and setup, but I mean, for right now, I think this is good, but we'll see how this goes during editing. But now I'm just using my Wet n Wild translucent setting powder just to take away the tackiness of this concealer and just set it down so I get really like a nice blend on my eyeshadows. I think this lighting is also going to show all my little skin imperfections, and I do get a lot of comments about my skin looking so perfect, but I promise it's not. My skin is actually very dehydrated, and I mean, that's honestly like just my fault. I don't hydrate very well, but and I do have some hyperpigmentation and texture here and there, but my makeup, I try to do close-ups every once in a while, especially on my TikTok account. I'll do close-ups to show how my makeup really looks and how well it lasts. So if you want to see some of that, that is on my social media. I went ahead and filled my brows with the Morphe brow pencil. This just broke. How'd that happen? I don't know why that happened. I mean, I could get my spoolie. I haven't moved over all my makeup tools and things here yet. I just have like my little basket of brushes and products I'm planning on using today, but that's a shame. This Morphe brow pencil is just, it just gives such a like a natural fill on my brows. This one is just my go-to, and I use the shade Java. Really excited about the palette today. This is Viseart's Midsommer Lumière, and they actually sent me this, so thank you Viseart for that. And it's a gorgeous like palette. This actually does remind me of the Lilas Lumière and the Praline Etendu. But I mean, look, this one has more pinky tones than the other ones, but still a really great palette. And it's really like, I just have this vision in my head, and I really think I can achieve it with this one. So I'm really excited to try this one out. I'll start off with my Sephora crease brush and this shade right here. Go ahead and warm up my crease. Now these do have quite a bit of kickback. I don't even, can you see that? Yeah, and that's after tapping off a couple times. Just go in with a lighter hand and you'll be fine. But Viseart formulas are like fantastic. I'm noticing this one just does feel just a little bit more powdery, but honestly the blend and everything still amazing. I just like, when it comes to Viseart, I just have really high expectations because I consider this like a professional makeup brand, and I haven't had any makeup from Viseart that I've ever had any like negative comments on. And this is far before they ever sent me like anything at all. But these palettes are gorgeous, and I especially like My brides, I have been using Viseart palettes on them more recently. Recently I had a bride and I shared her on social media. I think I did her entire eye look with Viseart and Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palettes. And it's just, they're both like my favorite, I think, honestly, eyeshadow brands for brides and clients, because they're just so easy to work with. And you know, it's created for like kind of like pro makeup artistry. But I'm a huge fan of both Makeup by Mario and Viseart. I got like a nice bit of pinkish dimension there. I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with this one right here. No, I'm going to go in with this shade right here, kind of deepen up what I have going on. But you can see like there's quite a bit of kickback here. I'm just going to deepen up my crease, but I'm going to stick to like the lower part of my crease here. When it comes to like the blend and just like the shades, that like how they build these palettes, so beautiful. And these just melt into one another. You barely have to blend much at all. I'm just kind of making sure everything's even. I'll go ahead into this like warmish reddish kind of brown here. And I think I'll switch to the Sephora shadow brush so I can kind of focus the color and just deepen up like my outer corner and just my crease right here. I'm just creating a lot of depth on my eyes because there is a duochrome shadow in here that I really want to try, because I'm kind of going for like a sunset, like late sunset type of eye. I don't know. They also had a really great description of this palette, and I forgot what the word, it's like Moonlit Petals. That's what it was. Moonlit Petals. I kind of want to do another look with this eyeshadow palette just based on that name. Because I just love like right at the end of sunset when everything just really starts cooling down, because I'm a night owl. I'm like a nighttime person. Like I stay up all night filming and editing. This is just kind of like me time, but I definitely want to do a look on that. And the great thing about Viseart shadows is they're so buildable. So like I haven't noticed any like eyeshadow ever caking up or like not sitting well on top of another, because they just melt right into one another. So these matte formulas are really, really buttery. Also take that brown shade and just kind of smoke out my bottom lash line. I'm probably gonna smoke it out a little bit more after I do my base, but just going ahead and getting a little bit of a start here. My forehead and my skin has been looking so shiny because I have actually been doing pretty good with keeping up with my skincare. And I feel like I achieved glass skin. But I honestly, like for me, I don't really like the look of glass skin on me. I mean, I do appreciate that my skin looks smooth. Well, for the most part, I still have a lot of texture like around my nose and mouth. But my forehead's always been like really smooth, but even more so now it's like super shiny. And it honestly kind of bugs me because I'll take photos and then it's like, boom, it's like a headlight right here. I probably will deepen up my eyes even more, but I really just want to try the duochrome shade, which is this one right here. Actually, let's see how this looks. This is what they meant by Moonlit Petals, because look, it's such a gorgeous pink and it literally looks like bluish, like moonlight, like as if it's like kind of like by the sea. So I'll go ahead with the flat brush, and this is the AOA Studio E123 brush into that shade. And I love like when shimmers or just like any special formulas are like nice and buttery, because they'll just kind of cling onto my eyelid really well. Oh yeah, that's pretty. This is such a soft, like wearable duochrome. I feel like there's so many duochrome shadows that like can be a little bit more intimidating just because of how vibrant or how much they shift. But this one is such like a beautiful, more wearable one. I don't know how to explain it. It's really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead into this, it's like a champagne-y pink shade with the same brush, and just kind of put this in my inner corner right here. These shimmers are really nice. I'll also go ahead and put this duochrome shade on my lower lash line as well, just bring a little bit of sparkle. Definitely want more depth, but I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this deeper brown shade with the shadow brush and just darken up the outer V right here and more in my crease. I just feel like a lot of definition with my eyes. I'm hoping on camera it's showing that definition. We'll have to see. It's just such buttery mattes, so beautiful. I'm super, super high contrast. Like I dye my hair blue black and I am relatively on the fairer end, because this is kind of like me with a tan, but I really need a lot of like deep tones. And this one is a nice deeper eyeshadow tone for me. But a lot of times, some Viseart palettes I do need a little bit more depth, but the great thing about Viseart is these shades, they each have like a notch right here, and you can just pop a spatula and these just come out really easily because they're magnetic. So I can easily swap some shades out to make it a nice custom palette, because these I really do like to travel with, and I can just custom take or custom pick, custom choose all the shadows I want for me. I'm going to take the deep shade and also smoke out my lower lash line just a bit. For even more drama, I'm going to go ahead and use the duochrome shade with my finger and just dab it in the middle. Just like a lot of impact. Look at that. See? If you just, oh, let me put the mirror here. If you just tap these shadows on with your finger, even more impact. Sometimes after eyeliner, I'll even top it off and it'll just bring a lot of light to my eyes. Even though this is such a nice like shiny duochrome, it's not like overpowering your eyes. So if you're looking for like a duochrome or like kind of like more fun colors but a little bit more subtle, this is a fantastic palette to try. Time for liner and lashes. I'm going to use my Maybelline Tattoo Studio liner in 10 pitch black and just do like a soft smudgy liner and color my waterline, and I'm going to go ahead and put on my lash glue so it can start setting while I do this. And then I always get a lot of questions about my lashes. I almost always have everything in the description, if not like I say in the video, but this one I honestly don't remember which one these are. These look like AOA Studios Jackie lashes, but I always have a lot of affordable recommendations when it comes to lashes, and I'm not one to be like link in my bio or shop my LTK, because that always just gets on my nerves. It's like if I have to put in a lot more effort to figure out something you're recommending, it's like it almost feels like you're being paid for it, and it's like I don't know if I trust it. But anytime anyone has asked me for anything, I try to respond. I have been a little slow with some of my responses on my social media and YouTube right now, but I try to get back to everyone, especially on TikTok. If you comment on TikTok about something specific you saw, TikTok now lets me respond with pictures. So I'll send you a screenshot of the exact product, and I'm not going to send you like a random link or something where you have to fish around for something. So if you want like the fastest response with like a screenshot of whatever I'm using, go to TikTok because it's easiest for me to respond there. But I do respond to my YouTube comments as well. It's just a little bit easier on TikTok. When it comes to a lot of eye products, I also don't like to have too many things open at once if it's for me. My professional kit is a different thing. I have like different ways of getting product out without contamination. But once I finish this eyeliner, I need a really good like jet black eyeliner that smudges out well, but also sets really well and lasts under lashes. This one's fine. But I need something even richer, darker black, and just give me the best. Tell me your recommendations. I had asked on my social media and I think on some YouTube videos as well, and I have a couple recommendations, but let me know if you have any more, because I definitely will be picking up some, because I'm absolutely crazy about like a nice smudgy black liner. So tell me your favorites and why it's your favorite. I just need like the best of the best right now. Always make sure you apply mascara before putting on lashes. Otherwise, like the excess eyeshadow that's on your lashes, it's gonna just show and it's gonna look a little wonky and janky. But today I'm actually using the AOA Studio Big Boss Mascara. It says it's for volume and length now. This actually is a more wet formula, but I really do like this mascara, honestly. Like this has beat a lot of, I don't know, there have been some, I have to think about my thoughts, but this actually is a really great mascara, especially like look how dark it is. This is just one coat. I didn't curl my lashes or anything, but I absolutely love this for my lower lashes because it's so dark and it adds a lot of volume. So I'm actually a really big fan of this. It is a little bit more of a wet mascara, so I wouldn't recommend it if you really want a lot of like, I don't know. If you keep applying it while it's drying, you'll get the curl hold. But this does feel like a heavier mascara, I'm not gonna lie. But this mascara looks great, especially it's $1. It works great, especially for just $1. Now to go back to the base, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint in the shade 120. And I'm also 120 in Maybelline's Fit Me when I'm a little bit tanner. So this should work just fine. Okay, and I'm almost out. Oh my god, I got foundation on my lashes. Hold on. Let me get this cleaned up. That's not that bad, right? I'm gonna do like a really, really thin layer, and then I also want to mix in the L'Oreal Lumi Le Glow tint in 210 Neutral. This is actually much tanner than me, but I think this will be good because I really want to look a little bit more bronzed up here. So I'm just kind of mixed, yeah, the two together. Just get a nice, slightly more orange shade. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's necessary for this makeup look. And then going in with my Makeup by Mario F4 brush, I'm just gonna spread this out. Now, even though this is a skin tint, it's still, still has a good bit of coverage, honestly. But the reason I chose to do my base second is because I really wanted to do like a lighter base. Something that feels a little bit more natural, a little bit more like set in. I don't really want to set my face with very many powders. So like I'm avoiding getting too close to my under eyes because I really just, I don't want to put too much product there that's going to crease, so I can avoid setting it, honestly. Some products will actually dry down and sit really well. You don't have to set it. But look at that glow. I mean, I know on camera I have like, you know, these bright lights in front of me, but honestly, this is such a nice pearlescent, like soft glow. Really nice. And then adding this just gives me a little bit more as well. You guys saw me barely put any product on. Like I use a really small amount, so this feels super, super lightweight. So this product, I don't like it on its own, like at all. It just dries down like super, super patchy. Like you actually have to work really fast. So I just like to mix this product in with a lot of other products, and it works beautifully then. And honestly, I do like to do that anyways with a lot of my tanner products. Like the other L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, I do the same thing. I mix it in with like a more lightweight foundation. It just gives me a nice soft glow. But this one, okay, these two honestly do look really beautiful together, and I probably will be using this in a couple other videos. So we'll just have to see how well this holds up. But I'm gonna use the Milani cream bronzer, Cheek Kiss cream bronzer in Hey Honey. Since I already have like a nice bit of a tanner shade going on, I'll just stick to this shade today. I have a deeper one that I have been liking to layer with, but I really like how this is looking right now, honestly. I'm really hoping the camera is showing the depth because I did another makeup tutorial recently. It was just like a bronzed look. What is it? Yeah, it was like a bronze summer look. And, or no, it was my toasted makeup tutorial, and it just like, when I was editing the video, I was like, this just doesn't give the same oomph I was getting like in person. So I'm just gonna hope I can, these settings are a little better. I'm just gonna dust this on my nose, on the bridge of my nose, basically to make myself look like I actually got a tan. Now I do have a new product to try out today. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the shade Nude Kiss. I was so impressed by the cream bronzer that I just grabbed a blush. But I don't know, I normally don't go for tones like this, so we'll see how this looks. I figured this look would be a really nice one. That's really pretty. I normally don't like too orangey warm tones, but this one looks like slightly warm. Oh my gosh. See, I'm waiting for a sale from Milani so I can buy all of their cream bronzers, like every shade. And now I fear I need every shade of this as well. We'll have to see how this performs and dries down because, oh my gosh. My viewfinder is not doing my makeup justice. Like when I'm looking at the mirror, like right underneath my camera. No words, no words. I don't even think I want to apply a concealer. I just love how natural this base looks. And I honestly did get enough coverage from this. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip concealer today. On like at least my under eyes, because I did put concealer on my eyelids before I did my eyeshadows, but I mean, gorgeous. So this is another like perfect one and done lipstick for like people like olive skin tone, brown girls tan, I feel like this is a fantastic one. But this is L'Oreal's Color Riche lipstick in 857 Sunwash. Look. I'm doing this without lip liner first so you guys can see. Look at that. Yeah. I'm not going to go all the way to the edge because I do want to use lip liner. But look. But if you do want a softer like lip liner look, do your lipstick first and then lip liner. And I'm going to use the Face Secret Artist's Shape and Sculpt lip liner in the shade Mauve Nude. This reminds me of the Makeup Forever lip liners. And yeah, they're fantastic. Look how gorgeous this combo is. I need to like write down my favorite lip combos and just do a video of my favorite lip combos because that's so pretty. Honestly, that's it. I don't want to touch this makeup anymore. It looks really, really good. Like even the subtle shimmers in this lipstick, it just brings such nice dimension. I don't need a lip gloss here. I mean, you can add a lip gloss if you want even more glossiness and shine, but this has such beautiful dimension. And if you use more glossy products on top, it's going to break down your lip combo more. I say keep it like this if you want it to last. That's all I got for this look. Look how, okay, this was a lot simpler of a base, and honestly I have been liking doing simpler bases these days just because I normally don't go for glowy looks, honestly, but I have just been loving a nice glow like this. Like I know I'm filming at night, but like during the day I have been wearing looks like this, and I really have been liking it. And I mean, things do transfer a little bit more and it doesn't last me as long during the day, especially if I'm going out in the heat. But you know, for a nice evening out just to grab groceries, things like that, this type of base I do enjoy these days. Let me know your thoughts on this look. I'm trying to get back into like regularly filming. It's just trying to figure out this filming setup situation has been a bit chaotic, but I'm hoping that this is good. So let me know what you guys think of this setup versus my other filming setup. I am going to get a different light for behind me, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more of my face, you can follow me on my socials, and I do upload there a little bit more, and you see a little bit more of life there from me, so you can follow me there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.